All right. What's up, everybody?
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream with me, Parlay Doc, and Matt Jedi Modi. What is up, Matt? How's it going?
It's going well. I'm still mourning the loss of the Phillies in the World Series. It's a
Oh,
tough way
uh,
for that to end. I was hoping to get that Schwarber rookie card, but
oh,
hey, it
yeah.
was a fun run, and I will eventually be able to look back and appreciate the run. But it was tough. It was tough.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's tough. It's you know what, but I think a lot of people, I think, counted the Phillies out to even get there. So the fact that they were there, and man, Bryce Harper, my God, what a beast! I
I
mean,
know.
what a
I mean, he
beast
had
that
an
guy
he had an
is.
incredible run. It certainly
Yeah.
wasn't, and it was such a brutal game. Like game five was the one they should have won. It was brutal. But anyways, we don't need to get into it. I'm still in mourning. That's all.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us for another live stream here. For Odds Jam, and for those of you who've been following and we're asking, where was our long full podcast episode for Sweat the Bets? So since we're here on a live stream, guys, unfortunately, sadly, Matt and I, to our dismay, we won't be doing the long content, the long form, longer episodes moving forward, unfortunately. So wasn't gaining the traction that we were hoping for, and right now we've been asked to divert our energies to other social media content. So you're still going to see us, and you're still going to see us. You're going to see me active again on TikTok because I used to post a lot there. So I'll be back on TikTok. I'll be pumping out some of the educational videos on YouTube again. Matt's still going to be putting out tons of picks, which he's still been doing actively. So for those of you who've been asking, some of you have DM'd. Sorry, guys, you won't be hearing us rambling for an hour long each week, but we're still going to try to hop on, do some live streams for these important primetime games for NFL, just because we have fun interacting with you guys. So for those of you who've been asking, that's what happened with the longer form like podcast episode. So um, on that topic, let's get to it. Monday Night Football, Ravens Saints. So first question, Matt, is this going to be another stinker, or do we have a legit sneaky entertaining game here? What are your initial gut feelings on this?
I think it's going to be close, but I don't think it's going to be like a total blowout like last week was for
Sure.
sure. But I think it's going to be a stinker. I'm in sneak preview. I'm in on the under on this one. I do like the
Yeah.
under a lot. I put a full unit on it. I got it under 47.
Oh,
I just think
that's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
a good
good.
number. I think it's like 46 and a half now. So it's not horrible
Yeah,
where it's at
it's
now.
smashed down at some point. FanDuel 45 and a half. Ugh,
Oh,
it's
wow.
already,
That really
yeah.
did get smashed.
Yeah. See, you're the early bird, and that's why you're smarter than me. You get in these early lines. If I caught it somewhere in that 47, 46 and a half range, I would have taken the under for sure. So for those of you asking about totals, now at 45 and a half, for me personally,
I'm
that's
not
kind of a
touching that.
stay away.
Yeah.
If you can manage to find it 46 and a half or above, I would take the under at that point, guys. These numbers are important, even though it sounds like minuscule, but those are kind of key numbers. So yeah, I mean, for Matt, I agree with that. If you can find it somewhere in that range, I take it. Right now, I'm
So
looking.
you can get
Yeah,
it
go
at, sorry to interrupt you. You can get it at 46 and a half at BetMGM and DraftKings for minus
Oh, okay.
110.
There you go. There you go. So I would take it there. So I might have to sprinkle on that to join in on the stinker fun and for some ugliness. So looking at some of the lines, I'm just using FanDuel as a quick reference here. We got Ravens minus a 1.5 on the spread, Saints plus 1.5. Ravens money line still slight favorite, minus 130. Saints at plus 110. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't really have a great feel of this one in terms of sides. God, I think both teams are just so brutalized, so effing brutalized by injuries that
Yeah.
if I mean, obviously at full health, I mean, of course I would take the Ravens, but right now, God, with how depleted things are, I might if I had to, and I'm saying I'm not betting on a side, so you're not seeing me cheer for anything but the under at this point because I am going to take the under 46 and a half. That I'd probably just I don't think there's a ton of value even on the Saints either. I mean, but I would lean taking an ugly eking out Saints victory, I guess. But that's just I don't have a great feel, honestly. I'm staying away from spreads and the money line. But I don't like the value on either side, honestly. I don't think you're getting a ton of great plus money on the Saints. I don't even like the Ravens there at like minus 130. I mean,
Yeah.
if the Ravens were closer to like minus 110, I might sprinkle on that, but I don't think there's great value on either side right now. I don't think you're getting good dog value. I think minus 130 is a little too juiced for the Ravens. So I don't know, man. I see it literally as a pick 'em in my mind right now. So
Yeah, it's been smashed down. Like the Saints opened up at I got them on Monday last week, literally 1 week ago today at plus 145.
yeah, there you go. I mean, see, if I was smart and I was early, that's value. I'd take them at plus 145. I'm not going
Yeah,
to touch them at plus
I'm
110.
with you. I'm not touching where they are now. They've been smashed down. And it's because I'm guessing it's because the injuries on the Ravens side. Like we all knew the Saints were going to be this banged up. Like there was no surprise injury, but ruling Mark Andrews out, ruling Gus Edwards out after, because they played on Thursday. So after the long week is brutal. But yeah, so if I had to give a prediction, I would still lean the Saints, but I wouldn't touch them at where they are now.
No, I don't think there's great value at this point. I think if you want to watch the game early, let's say the Ravens barely push it down the field and get a field goal and they're up 3-0, and then you might be able to catch the Saints at plus 130, something like that. Then I'd say, yeah, okay, dabble if you're already leaning Saints. But I would say at this point, if it's plus 110 and that's all you're getting for two brutally decimated teams, I would wait and see if there's a chance live where if you like what the eye test is showing you and they're down a little bit, not a lot early, then take them live. I mean, that would be my strategy at this point. So
yeah, I'm with you there.
So key injuries real fast. So what on Saints, I'm looking at Underdog NFL, shout out to them since I follow them. And that's where I reference for quick reference. We got Ingram's out, Jarvis Landry's out, Lattimore's still out. What's that tight end's name? Nick
Underhill?
Vanett or Van?
Oh, Nick Vanett.
Nick Vanett. I can't pronounce it. So those are the key ones that are out for the Saints. For the Ravens, like you said already, we knew Andrews. Yeah, Andrews not playing. Gus Edwards is out. Tylan Wallace is now out. David Ajabo. So those are the key ones.
And just to highlight, the people won't show up on there, but Michael Thomas and Rashad Bateman are out because they're out for the year. So they're out for the entire year. But
Bateman's
that also
out,
yeah, that's a big one.
Exactly. All right, so let's talk props. People are talking props. Everyone loves talking about props. So, any favorite non-TD props? Let's start there. Any props that you like for tonight?
Yeah, there's a couple that I actually like. Alvin Kamara, I got over 4.5 receptions. It's a little juiced at minus 130.
Okay,
but it closed. I don't know what the best line is at now, but it closed right now. It's like the closing line's at minus 160, so smashed the closing line there. I like Alvin Kamara a lot in this game. He broke the touchdown barrier last week, scoring I think 3 or 4 times. And the Ravens below average guarding the run below average guarding the running back through the air. I think they're like 17th, so just below average. But the Ravens are also like 26th against the run. So if you don't like the Kamara receptions angle, I do like his rushing yards. Or if you want to take rushing plus receiving and not get boned by if he takes a screen, like that type of thing. I'm all over Kamara in this game, especially with Ingram's going to be out for a while. They don't really have anybody else. And I mean, they need wins at this point. Sitting at 3-5, that division is completely wide open. So they need wins. So I like Kamara, almost all angles of Kamara in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, my favorite one is just Alvin Kamara over. I took him. I bet late because of busyness at work, but over 62.5 rushing yards. So
you went rushing.
I just went rushing, and that's the problem. Really, honestly, I think he's going to have a good game. Now, good game meaning, is he going to catch a handful of passes and it's going to be more rush dominant ratioed yardage, or is it going to be actual rushing yards? And that's always the risk, right? So, bet with eyes wide open. I'm confident Kamara is going to have a good game just because of the way the Ravens defense has been looking and just can't stop the run at this point. And like Matt said, also having trouble with running backs who can receive and have some maneuverability. And he has all of those ingredients, right? So you're really going to also gamble on, is he going to get those scrimmage yards by receiving or rushing? And that's the only risk.
That's why rushing receiving's at 107.5, which is a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot. So yeah,
it's pick your poison and commit to one side is my opinion, honestly. So
yeah. I also so Lamar Jackson's been weird. He started off the year 2 straight. So he had 3 of the first 4 weeks had monster rushing yard, rushing games. And he really hasn't run a lot since. He hasn't run, the most he's run for in the last 3 games is 10, exactly 10. He hasn't run for double digit aside from that, in 2 of the last 3 weeks, he's like, and with their receivers now being decimated, to me, like I'm betting against trends, and I'm betting on Lamar Jackson rushing. So I like his rushing yardage total a lot. I got him. I put a full unit on Lamar Jackson over 58.5 rushing yards. I put a full unit on that one. And I also, this is a long shot. It's a little bit ridiculous long shot, but I like sprinkling some on Lamar Jackson 100 plus rushing yards at plus 580, like a quarter of a unit.
Okay.
Because he hit it 2 straight weeks. He had 100 yards rushing in 2 straight weeks, and he hasn't hit it since. But with the Ravens, like, I mean, they're just decimated on offense. Like, who's he going to throw to? Deshaun Jackson? Like, Gus Edwards is out. Like, I don't know. Maybe he'll continue to not run. I just find it hard to believe it's going to that trend is going to continue for this long. So, like, if you want to sprinkle 100 plus 580.
Yeah, no, wow. Okay. I don't hate it. I mean, because look, if you actually look and analyze, so you got to look one step deeper than just how often has he covered this line. So if we're looking just at right now, let's say I'm looking at FanDuel right now. At FanDuel, it's sitting at 59.5. At DraftKings, it's sitting at 59.5. So you caught it 1 yard under. So if we're looking at 59.5, right? He has covered 59.5. It looks like, let me adjust this here. 4 out of 8 times, but in 2 of the misses, he got 58 and 59. So literally right there. So really, I mean, he's close to getting this like almost 6 out of 8 times. And with how depleted they are, I also like this one. So I'm going to catch it 1 yard too late, but I'll be riding with you at 59.5, and hopefully I don't get screwed by that 1 yard.
By the 1 yard, that would be brutal.
The 1 yard. Yeah, it's happened before. You and we've both missed some props by like 1 yard before, right? I mean, it happens. It happens, but that makes a difference. So,
in the last one, the last player prop that I really like is Isaiah Likely over 42.5 receiving yards. This is kind of chalky with Mark Andrews out. But that's exactly it. They throw to the tight end a ton. He scored last week. Like, he's shown that he can play when he needs to. So 42.5, I don't think is that big of a number. So that's my last. I tried to put a full unit on that one. I could only get like $32 because it's on BetMGM and they have me limited. But if you can get a full unit on it, that's what I would recommend.
I don't hate it. I mean, I don't hate it just because, like you said, it's a situational play. Saints are terrible against mobile QBs. So
I will say the concern for this one, just to put that out there, the Saints are the number 1 team against tight ends. So for me, this is backing Likely just to be a huge focal point of the offense and betting against that trend of the Saints being that good against tight ends.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I like it. Let me see. Any other non TD props before we run onto TDs? Nope,
that's it.
Let me ask you this question before we go to TDs. What do you think? And I'm torn. I really am. What do you think about the what do you think about the angle? And it's a very popular angle, and a lot of people are playing it right now. Is the Deshaun Jackson angle?
Deshaun Jackson.
God, I don't know what to think of it. You know, it's like, is he going to get? It's all this hype, and it's a name. You're right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're almost betting more historically on who he was. It's like, oh, he could bring this veteran, blah, blah, blah. And he's got the speed. But who knows, right? I mean, this guy, it's like, is he going to even get enough snap counts to do anything? Or, you know what I mean? It's like, you're almost blindly gambling on it. What's your take on that angle?
I don't hate it. I mean, like, I feel like we're going to be living for another 10 years. And like, Deshaun Jackson's going to have one good game a season, and it's going to be on prime time. Like, it's just eat, sleep, and drink Deshaun Jackson having long touchdowns on prime time.
Yeah.
So I don't hate it. I mean, it's plus 650 for him to
score.
I know.
I'm looking at it and I'm just like, God, you know, it's like.
I think that's worth I don't hate it. I don't hate that. Excuse me.
Like a quarter unit on
plus 580 at quarter unit. I do enjoy that one.
Because, let me see, right? He's like plus 650 on FanDuel. Yeah, he's much lower on DraftKings. He's like plus 475 there. On FanDuel, he's plus 650. I think if you're going to do it, that's where you got to do it.
Yeah, let's see if I can check. Let's see. Deshaun Jackson. He is the best odds are FanDuel at plus 650.
Good Lord. That's a huge plus 650. Good Lord.
Those are juicy odds.
Those are juicy odds. That's one way to put it. So Okay. All right. So besides that crazy juiciness, what TD plays stand out to you before we build an SGP here?
To me, it's Kamara and it's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just think, like I said, if I'm banking on Lamar Jackson running a lot, I feel like the logical step is for him to score. And Kamara, I've already talked about. Everything Kamara does well, the Ravens are below average at. So I'll ride the fire with Kamara.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a favorite, and I know I'm being boring, it would be Kamara. Second would be Jackson. If you're looking value, the ones I like for value are not like super long shot, but like realistic value. I mean, I think it's going to be either likely or Devin Duvernay. I mean, he's like plus 195 for likely, plus 200 for Duvernay. Those would be my value ones.
Those are good odds, yeah.
Because I don't know, who else are you throwing to, really?
Exactly, right? That's literally it.
I mean, I know that's stupid rationale, but I mean, we've seen them both score. We've seen Duvernay score, through the air. We've seen him do some weird like sweeps
on the ground,
on the ground, rushing.
We've seen him score on special teams.
Yeah. I mean, so he's, I think he's a legit multifaceted threat in the red zone. So I like Duvernay. I mean, likely just because he's a big body and you're still going to run the same, similar, or very close to same packages. And you'd expect to him get the same routes as Andrews, meaning he's going to get his chances. It's just, is he going to be open and can they scheme him open and he's going to catch it? So I like those two on the Ravens side. And like I said, if you want to do an super bomb, Deshaun Jackson plus 650.
Yeah. I'll hate that as a sprinkle.
$25-$30 on that, but I'll probably put a half unit on like $50 on. I am going to bet on Kamara. I am going to bet on Jackson single bets. I think there's a lot of value at plus 160 for Jackson in a depleted offense situation.
Agree.
I like that one a lot. But I'll probably put 50 each on Duvernay and likely, just hoping that they might get one of those. So
yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah. I like both of them. It's the Ravens are just tough. There's no one that you like now that they're so banged up with Andrews and Gus Edwards out. There's no one that I feel confident in.
Yeah.
That's my problem with the Ravens.
Yeah,
I mean, even like if Demarcus Robinson scored, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked with that because he's. I mean, I think earlier today I saw when they opened it up, he was like plus 1,000. He's already been smashed down to like plus 600.
600, yeah.
So, yeah. So okay. Any other ones before we try to build something here?
No, it's just that the two long shots. I like the Deshaun Jackson one. I'll steal that from you. And this isn't touchdown, but the other long shot I already mentioned. Lamar Jackson 100+ rushing yards as a dart throw.
I like that. I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Man. I kind of like that one. So why not? I mean, we've bet on crazier things, like
exactly.
plus 16,000 red zone specials. So, it's like, why not?
Crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened. There you go. Crazier things have happened. So, okay, let's build something, man. I don't have any SGP, so this legit will be at least one of the ones I have. So I was so busy today. Let's build one. I usually have a handful, but let's do it here.
So for touchdowns, should we go with Kamara and Lamar?
I think we just got it. No, let's just do it. If we're that confident, let's do it. Let's.
Rushing yards, we could go safe. Go Lamar Jackson 50+.
I like that. I like that.
That gets us up to plus 546.
That's pretty good already. How about likely 25 yards? Even that 25 bumps it up to 750, plus 750. Just 25 yards, which is weird. I mean, sometimes, I mean, even though on face value it's minus 400, but that boosts it, to plus 759 with just 25 yards from likely.
It's not bad. And in Kamara 50+. If we add those 50+ rushing, I should say.
50+ rushing. Ooh, plus we crossed the 1,000 threshold right there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not terrible. We're not asking for a lot there.
We're already a lot.
We're past the plus 1131.
It's both of them to score, and then can the other three just go below what they're even projected to do, basically.
All right. I don't hate it. At all. All right.
Should we lock it in?
I'll lock it in.
Also, I meant to comment. I don't hate the Taysom TD angle. I think he's plus 200 odds is the best I saw.
Oh, Taysom's always in play to vulture at TD.
Exactly.
Red zone. Always in play.
If Kamara doesn't score, it's because Taysom Hill does.
Okay.
Is my thought process there.
Okay, here's last one, guys, before we wrap up, because I know you want time to fire off these. Let's do a bomb here. Like a $5, $10 bomb. Okay.
There we
So
go. All right. You're speaking my language.
Let's do Deshaun Jackson plus 650.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom.
If we're going wild, Taysom Hill.
Okay. Let's pick a receiver, because you wouldn't think that. Everyone in the world is thinking Kamara, right? So let's pick one. Is it Olave? Is it one of the tight ends? This unlikely tight ends. What's his name?
Juwan Johnson.
Let's pick one of those two. Johnson or Olave? Olave? Should we just give Olave?
No. Well, because the Ravens are pretty good against number one receivers, but they struggle against tight ends. So I would pick
Johnson.
I would pick Juwan Johnson.
Let's do Juwan Johnson. Holy shit!
That's already plus 3,000.
No, it's plus 9,719 with those Deshaun Jackson, Taysom Hill, and Juwan Johnson. Right?
Oh, and Taysom Hill.
Fuck Taysom. Okay, let's.
Yeah, I didn't have Taysom.
Should we put Taysom or no? Because Taysom, I know Thomas likes Taysom, but okay. I say we ride with Taysom. It's $5 to win. You want to ride Taysom? Okay, you want to ride Taysom.
So that's $5 to win basically 500.
Good Lord. Okay, fine. Let's do it. Deshaun Jackson, Juwan Johnson, and Taysom. Also feasible, not impossible.
Not impossible. If we want to get wild, we could also do pick one of so we do Lamar Jackson 100 plus alt rushing, and then we pick one of Kamara, because we can't. The annoying thing is you can't SGP rushing plus receiving. You can only take it individually. So do we trust Kamara rushing, or do we trust him receiving more?
Oh man, it's so hard. What's your gut say, man? Because you feel strongly about Kamara. So, and I do too. What's your gut say?
I say we do rushing.
Rushing, okay.
So if we do both of them 100 plus rushing, plus 5,000 odds.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Just don't rush backwards, Lamar.
Oh, can you imagine if he has 102 and then they kneel it to end the game? I would lose my mind. Although I would cash out at that point.
I don't hate this. I could. All right. Why not?
It'll be it's my Starbucks money. I'm not spending the $5. It's Starbucks money.
100 a piece. I like this. All right, let's go for it. All right, guys. So we got a reasonable SGP. We got a bomb TD one and a bomb 100 plus rushing one. You can't hate it. Man.
Can't hate it. No.
All right. Well, good luck, guys. Thanks for joining us on our live streams. Follow us on TikTok. Follow the OddsJam YouTube channel. We thank you for your support, and follow us on Twitter tonight so we can all moan together, guys. Parlay Doc and Jedi Modai. Let's get this 100. I like this. We don't have to score. Let's just get massive rushing on there. 100. I really like
just 100. That's all we need.
Like it. I'm feeling very positive about this. We'll see how I feel in about 30 minutes. But right now, I feel pretty. You know what? Each of them just got to run for one big run. Just
get a 50-plus yard one each.
One each, and then it's within reach, right? We just
exactly
one breakout run from both. It's doable. We just need a little luck tonight, guys.
Crazier things have happened. You see these tickets on Twitter all the time. Crazier stuff has happened.
Let's get it. It's doable.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take it easy.